welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or messages. Big Cat, are you good? Are you fabulous, gorgeous and lovely? Have you had your markers? Because we ain't getting smoke blood, no. Cow now, brown cow. When you are a what? A Bugatti. A Bugatti Veyron to be exact. Yes, baby, you can walk on water as far as those living the Flintstone life are concerned. You haven't fallen off. You've got a whole hairline. You're doing great. Awesome. Yes. They're being socked it too, darling dear. They're getting it. Why? Because they're still spying and trying to conspire how they can get back in. So they can what? Get a donation, darling dear, of whatever they can get. Whether it be your hairline. Right. Where's my other shit? Your hairline. Your bag, darling dear, of infinite possibilities and Skrilla.com. Right. Do we need to get more graphic? They may even want what? To tap you in your good, to trap you with a soul tie and possibly a bambino. Yeah, so they can stick around like a fart for all eternity, blood. Let's do the prayer, darling dears. Let me lead in with the Lord's Prayer in light of my sister's passing. Her homegoing service is going to be on the 4th of March. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So be it moat, energy, up, darling dears. They would love to drag you, what? Back into a Flintstone kind of a way. Yes, baby. The Dark Ages, the Stone Ages. Where it was easy to control those that weren't tapped in and tuned. Was it tuned in and tapped on? The planetary energies today, my darling dears. The waxing Leo moon is in opposition to Saturn. When the moon, I told you the moon can be Skullduggerous, the fastest moving planet, blood. Skullduggerous. When the moon and Saturn oppose each other, darling dears, you might feel as though people are putting you on the back burner. Bearing in mind, you could be the one. Right, that's got the contagious back burner putting syndrome. You could have put them on a back burner. It's essential to understand your part in situations. When you're amongst the dysfunctional and toxic, you may have acted out of character. This is about what? Owning and taking responsibilities. Why you had to what? Put them on the back burner? Because you didn't want to go to prison, blood. Big Cat needs to be free. I told you. You're a Bugatti Veyron, darling dears. You might be the one who is prolonging the vibe that haunts you in your other relationships and friendships. I'm telling you, darling dears. Once you're still attached to the fucking blood, it bleeds into everything. You may think you've moved on, but you're still behaving as though you're being attacked by those same said, right, bottom feeders, the tree sloth kind, by new people, and not everybody is a high commander Decepticon, narcissist, sociopath, complex B personality, blood. They've got pathologies, yes. You might be guilty of creating the drama that seems to follow you wherever you go. Why? You are still carrying the baggage. Even though you may say you've moved on, but you're still moving like you're moving amongst the dark and deadly. The same ones that are afraid of their own shadow after dark. Healing past wounds, darling dears. particularly those that have affected your ego, brought in your ego as an amigo, affected your drive, affected the fact that you are a limitless being with infinite possibilities. You had to put what? A bandage on situations that caused you pain and trauma in the past. Well, today, big cat, it's time to face that shit. Use the energy of the moon and Saturn today, darling dears. It is a waxing Leo moon, but Leo comes with strength, darling dear. It also goes to the sun sign, tells you about yourself. Focus on what? Hone in your identity. Your reputation is what they said when they said this and that. But your character is something you build from the inside out. And the best way to build it is to what? Detach. Detach and heal. Words have meaning and strength and can result in arguments if they are not chosen carefully. And as a big cat, you have learned or will learn to respond and not react. Are you mad, lad? I told you, anyone who has control of your emotions is your king. Your king. They can pull you off your trolley with the least word, the least nonsense in their behavior, whatever. And you're up there, mate. Up there. They're prisoner. We're not handing out our psychological passwords in this season. We're putting that mirror back on ourselves, and we are constantly doing our shadow works on a daily basis to get away from the kitten you was, to be the cat you've been chosen to be by your lineage, darling dears. Don't be impulsive and fire off words, wasting words when you have a cranium. You can think, darling dear. You have to what? Stand outside the situation and look who gains for you losing your shit, right? And start barking in public. Who's gonna gain from that? From a distance, it looks like two chicken heads arguing, blood. Stand outside the situation and don't allow yourself to be pulled about. Don't be shy about asserting yourself. Stand tall, shoulders back, and proud, knowing that your feelings are legitimate, darling dear. But those same said feelings have to be what? Looked at from a shadow perspective. Are you allowing your feelings to hold you at the age at which that deepest trauma was committed, and that's how you act? No! You must always represent your heartfelt emotions. We live from the inside out, big cat. Let's dive into the read. Let's check and see who's in the chat first. Before we go on one more poll. We're not trotting on until we see who's here. Kelly Palisano, fist bump, first in the chat. Leader Dan, Bonita Gosha, hello. Elaine Legrave, new face in this place. Pinky's up. Who else is here? GG Wagwan, Alexis Holmes, Elementary, my dear big cat. Glad you could pop in. Angel Love, Earth Angel Mose, hello. Hi, big cat wave. Nicole, Miss Neffy. Who else is here? Susie Spicy Pisces blood has arrived. We have awakened. And Le Peur, keeping a low profile, but paying attention. Kimberly Saeed, what's going on, CB? Fist bump. Glad you could pop right in. Who else is here? Noted. Glad you're finding out a thing or two amongst the big cats. You are seated amongst champions, darling dear. Champions of the DNS. Champion of the borderland. Made that position by Father God Most High. How? By being the red light, green light champion, blood. As am I, of 79. Don't you know? Pink is up. Unicorn Ladybug, hello. Corinne Watts, I see you. Who else? Red Violet Crystals. Ocean 365 Wagwan, I salute you. Glad for joining me for this little tete-a-tete. As they try to what? Take you from your Bugatti life, darling dear. What's that? The life of infamous? They want you to be infamous and they want intimacy. Good God, perish the thought. Pah! Right. As I get my curls under control, let's dive in, darling dear. See what rune we've got rolling with us today. See what's going on. Somebody's feeling segregated, isolated. And they're looking at your Bugatti life. Whatever life you've built for yourself, darling dears. The one you're building or have built or still working on from the inside out. You may feel like, good God, is it another day on this Malkuf? Why isn't my shiznai popping off? But from the outside, whatever you've done in your life, my dear big cat, my best friend, I'm your best friend. It looks like a flipping miracle, Bugatti Big Cat UV. Fist bump. They're bleeding astounded. Just the one Palo Santo. Yes, baby, we'll be lighting up our Palo Santos and blazing it up one time, getting rid of all the negativity. Oh, look at this shit. Flintstone life for sure. We have Uranus. This is represented by the Hierophant in tarot, doing a full break dance, darling dear. This is somebody who what came against you with a lot of injustices. If it was a marriage, it was shit, right? It was a flipping funeral that you had to realize you didn't have to be part of the pallbearers, blood. A friendship, a job, you're leaving that shit behind. You have to remember, darling dears, if you're in a job that you hate, you are being very selfish. You're taking up the space that belongs to somebody else. This is why your things are not popping off. Because you're splitting your energies, sending all of that negative energy towards a job you don't want, the same job that bailed you up through a plague. Let the job go and give that space to someone else who will show up and shine. Because it's their Waterloo. You have to understand. It's all energies, darling dears. It's all energies. Your eyes on its face, darling dears. Lean in. This is about somebody who is a social climber, who will see you as therapy or therapist in their life. Again, your eyes speaks of what? Non-conformer, a disorderer. Yes, baby, a high commander Decepticon, somebody who pleased themselves, broke down all of your boundaries, blood. Had you at hockey sticks at dawn and possibly tongue wrestling, I told you from a distance you couldn't see whom the chicken head was. It was a buffet of chickenry, blood. Uranus, darling dears, is represented by the letters V and U. The numbers 20, 21, 22, and 23. This person is what? Lacking in assertion, willpower, and drive. They don't know what the word independence means. This is what the codependent king or queen. Or they've got a pattern on that shiznai, darling dear. They need the energies of others to function, to be a what? A stand-up citizen. As you realize that you was what? Bugatti Big Cat. They had to fall back with their Flintstone ways. You weren't having it, blood. They wanted you to keep you in a box. And it was soon to be what? A coffin, blood. And I told you already. They will be singing Amazing Grace in a falsetto with not a tear on their crying face. They, them, and darling dear. They, them, and Let's get some messages from our ancestral teams, darling dears. Let's call it in. Take a deep breath and tell them to tell us everything, blood. We've already got one out. I'm keeping it. Oh, for so protected, whatever they're trying to do in their ring of what? Wickedness, darling dear. This is a lot of bad blood being directed at you, but look at the angels, your ancestral team. You have a protective circle around you, whether you know it or not. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Bitch, your spiritual team is saying love and light. Love it. I love it. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. You should always protect yourself, darling dear. And ask Father, God, Mother, Isis for protection, guidance, and wisdom. Protect your whole area. Oh my God, I think we had this yesterday. Temptation, temptation, lead us not into temptation. Yes, baby. Coming in at a hot trot. This person feels, how could they feel left out of the circle of love that you have around yourself, big cat. My Bugatti, big cat. Look, just like I said yesterday, if you see any pictures with you and that person or people, it's you and a snake. You heard the phone ringing, right? A sign from Father God that this is definitely what's going on. It's the truth, roof. Pinkies up. Father God had to ring me to remind me to tell you, you was always with a snake, around snakes, right? Where you couldn't be your true self. That's why this fairy has on a mask. But even though you try to tone your shiznai down, your goodness, your light, you still had the wings. And they tried to clip them, darling dear. They did. And as you was tempted to stay with them, they've been tempted into what? Sackcloth and ashes, blood, because you are protected from them. We was talking about the 6 to 10 years yesterday, I believe. Or was it the day before? What's this? Wait for winter. You have already defeated your Night King. You've already had your Game of Thrones, darling dear. We are still in the winter period. So this is the season of your stepping it up, going full throttle, darling dears, with your what? Your limitless, infinite possibilities. Look, if they ask you for help, don't help them, blood. They will help you down into drudgery. What's underneath that? Listen, it will be the blind leading the blind. You're asking to be effed over without the Vaseline. You're asking, right, for them to take your flip-flop and tear it to shreds. What's that, your common sense? Yes, yes. Don't give them any help. Did they give you a heads up when they was coming for your hairline, blood? Did they? I've seen no evidences of that. Who's been tapped on the shoulder and told as you're woken up in the morning? I'm going to fuck you over today, blood. Be prepared. They didn't tell you. They gave you no warning. Don't help them, darling dear, because they will come, as a temptation card is here, someone or someone's is coming to rush back in. What's this? Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit? Perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation. Whatever the guise. You are Bugatti, darling dears. You need to get yourself a picture of a Bugatti and put it on your vision board. This is what you're serving. You may think you haven't made any movements in your life, but you sure had. And the best movement you did was to do a tinky winky, to gather your thoughts, blood. You needed to think and be alone. Standing in your power. If you are divine feminine, even if you are masculine, right? You are in your feminine power. What's this? Abundant, right? Knowing thy worth, right? You've grown. Your growth came, darling dear. But there is still a smad or a pattern of healing that needs to be done. Something needs to be laid to rest. And as it's laid to rest, darling dear, that's when they really can't catch you. The open road, darling dear. What's this? They're coming in for your Skrilla.com, darling dears. Your pentacales. What you earn by the sweat of your proverbial balls while they laughed about you in what? Duos and thruples and possibly even more, darling dear. They thought that you'd what? Lost the kingdom, that you couldn't rebuild. They are a gas doll, India, and still snake, with snakish ways. They were blinded to whom you truly were, darling dear. This is why you're what? Flexing like a big Bugatti Veyron cat. Where's my thing gone? Everything just disappeared, Scotty. Excuse me. Alright, now I can see the comments again. Jeanette, MOH, glad you could pop in. Fist bump, Lucretia Castellion, Ginger, Williams, Pinky's up, Latrinda, Rita, glad you could pop right in. And we've got what? Fatima, Kamsoko, hello darling dear, and Brown Skin Beauty. Your Skrillers, darling dear. It could be anything you're abundant with. A new home, a new car, that body you've been working on, like a field hand. We're at what? 100 squats a day, plus 15,000 steps. I know, big cat. Cry now, laugh later, eh? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. What did I say? I can't make it up. Envying your everything. Jealous of your eyelashes. God forbid they see your waist trainer. Jealousy and envy always paves the road to Hades, the Mud Hut, 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue, 2 streets over from the loser lane, in the district of the damned, right next to the sign that says you can't F off past this point. Well, guess where their spiritual bus is heading today? Those that what? Treated you so unjustly. The way they spoke about you, even God had to go and fall back for a bit. They couldn't believe it. But everything was written down, darling dear. And the piper must be paid. Seeing you as in reverse also speaks about chaos magic, darling dear. And I told you it doesn't necessarily have to be a group chanting spells and whatever. It's the malicious intent over time being directed, the hate, the evil, the blame shifting, the lies come through. Candy Barres, Posh, clap. Let's get a deck. See what else is going on. Base of the deck, somebody's feeling stuck or delayed, or possibly in prison, can't get out, just like R. Kelly. And there is also a delay, darling dear, in your bossing up. Why? I told you, you have just a little smattering of healing still to do. Your shadow side. When you be honest with yourself, darling dear. Why? Because you're the queen of peace, blood. Whether you're male or female. You have it like that. This is self-worth, divine feminine energy. 2 different cards. Let's clarify this Emperor material message. Oh my gosh. They feel weak in the faces of your achievements. Although I told you you've got it like that. Anybody around you, their energy is uplifted too. Whoever was around you, darling dear, they felt like the Emperor or Empress. But now that you've gone, you've pissed off to what? Greener pastures. They're feeling weak and left alone. And they're lying. The ones, darling dear, the ones in the reverse. They know exactly how bad you are of a cat, darling dear. Bugatti Veyron, 9 of swords on its face. And it also speaks about what? No weapon or words formed against the big cat. The Bugatti big cat shall prosper. Return to sender, RTS. They know exactly why they're on the outs. And stuck in a situation with the Flintstone car, darling dears. I haven't seen a Skriller on their side yet, darling dears. Have you? I haven't seen it. Chariot, Cancer energy on its face. We've got Gemini, Capricorn, Aries energy, as well as the Cancer energy. Base of the deck, darling dear. What did I say? Every liar is a thief, and every thief is a liar. moon energy, Cancer and Pisces. Yes, baby. On its face, darling, doing another break dance. This person is a poet of wickedness or people. What they haven't realized is that they've got a hidden ailment. Something's wrong with them. We've got the ones in the reverse, and that is definitely something going on in the pantaloon. Possibly what? The front looks like this, and the back end looks like this. Yes, baby. That's what's going on. It is. Base of the deck, the lion liar, old airbender themselves, darling dears. Somebody's feeling as though they're in a wrong situation, the wrong partner. They're feeling bored in the boudoir. What's the matter? Is the spell work wearing off? They need another batch blood. Why? They need to continue to stay as a blessing in that situation. They're getting exactly what they need when they need to get it. This person is feeling anxiety. They realize that there's a lot of deception around them. So that others or them are getting what? Negative advantages in a situation. They are extremely unhappy. Good God. Hey, what did I say? Avoid, avoid, avoid. Bringers of the darkness. 3 major arcana. Divine has a hand. Saw everything, darling, yeah. Bringing balance and equilibrium back to a situation. Split the deck. Told you. Them is on a knife's edge. Them can't eat. Them can't sleep. In some cases, they're crying bitterly into their fist. Luke 22:62. Good golly and gosh. They're really upset. And again, it speaks of what? Medical attention. All these sorts. Somebody's got to go on a medical visit. And it don't look good. 2 of Wands on its face. Whatever it is, it's lingering, mate. They're not loving it. Really? Let me get another deck. Where's my tiny deck? Let's get a deep... Shall we just have a quick peek of a deeper insight into what's going on? Listen, it might end up with them being brown bread. Right, and you'll have to come and sing falsetto at their homegoing service with not a nary a tear in your face. You're just making sure they're flipping dead blood. Look, this is you, Bugatti, big cat, cool, calm, collected. You took the time to fall back, heal, rest, and recuperate from a situation, and this is them. Them with their Flintstone ways and life. What else? We want to know what's the matter with them. Well, we might as well be kept. I know, I can hear the grumblings and rumbling. You couldn't give 2 figs or 1. But listen, I told you, I'm your best friend. I will look on your behalf so that you can't what? Lower your vibe by looking on their social media, because it's what? Doing it for the gram. I'll look for you. Listen, breadcrumb season, and look, Brock pocketters to boot. Yes, baby, they haven't got a skinny dollar or a fat dime. This is in debt, darling dear. They have many creditors, and they've got to be bought swift with whom they pay. This is called praising a lot of mental situations, cognitive dissonance, right? They're going for it. They're amongst what? Bottom feeders that haven't got it either, right? It's the blind with the blind, and they know it. 9 of Swords on its face, darling dears. And in all of this is you, Bugatti big cat. Fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Loyal, making business moves. I'm seeing Sagittarius energy in the back as well as Capricorn. And I believe that's either Scorpio or Virgo, just the corner. So I don't know how it looks at the end. But anyway, I digress. Here's you, giving yourself your own flowers while you're alive. The same life they didn't want you to have. They wanted you in the basement, like the crypt keeper. As long as you didn't get out the basement, you was good. Being breadcrumb, they're in debt. Them don't have 1 pentacle. Them have no pentacle, not really. And here you are. the keeper of the purse and infinite possibilities. You're a mother or father. You know gender is fluid in tarot. You take care of them progenies, possibly their progenies. They wanted you to be what? Listen, I can only go one at a time. My nails won't allow it. They wanted you to be stuck, darling dear. Not unable to move forward. They thought, let me leave all the progeny's responsibilities on you and you'll be good. You looked at that situation and understood that you had to get to the bag, get to the education. You had to be the matriarch and patriarch of your family, darling dears. You had to stand up. What about this beggar? This ragamuffin? This what initiate of the Fagin? Listen, you're not having this cup of opium. I'm not having it. And you're doing it with what? In a respond kind of a way. 4 of Cups on its face. Oh my God. It don't look good in that corner at all. Darling dears. They're feeling the grief, the loss. They feel sad. They realize that you're not taking that cup. It comes with brainwashing. Right? They're filled with negativity, darling dears. They're around complainers that are complaining. And they're complaining. Listen, it's full on, mate. Full on, right? And they know it. They are being brought to their knees, darling. They are 7 of Wands. Possibly by their what? Corrupt genitalia. I told you it had no pause or chill factor. Quick to run in to the horde. Oh well. They're on a knife's edge, mate. And they need to be on the end of a syringe. Right? To get whatever's going on in their pantaloon. Shall I remind you again? This is the front of it. And this is the back. The same dirty dab they want to come and drop around your ass, blood. So as you look back at what they're trying to draw you in, look in how they try to keep you stuck. This stuckation. Tell me about the stuckation. Told you. You was at ground zero, darling, and you tapped in and turned on. This is also spiritual energy. You realized that they were the Lion King, the Lizard King. It possibly was just a sexual situation that should have been a one-night stand if you're a one-night stander. A situation that was created out of passion. So it was based on lust, darling dear. The Ace of Wands also speaks about being inspired. You was inspired not to be left in the dust, darling dear. Not to be what? Not to cause delays in your own life. This is about acting quickly. You move swiftly, darling dear, towards a new beginning. Posh. Clap. Love it. I absolutely love it. You tapped into your enthusiasm and your creative spark, darling dears. And you worked it like a $2 house. Base of the deck. This is about what? The codependent, those that need others. This person still needs you. And if not you, someone that they try to shape to be you. Right? Look what they're dealing with. A page on its face, darling dear. A broke parkitos. A what? A social climber. Without anything behind them but what? An ass. An ass. That's all they've got behind them. They haven't got God there. This is the blind in the blind. They wanted to keep you stuck. And here's you looking at the creativity and realize you was dealing with the lizard king or queen. Pennywise, son or daughter. Base of the deck. Disrespectful. If you was into your spiritual journey, darling dear, they disrespected you every step of the way. This is somebody who causes conflict, confusion. If this was a marriage or a long-term situation, or it could have been short and it felt long, blood. This person was not sent of God. This person was sent to awaken you to whom you truly are. Bugatti, big cat. Can I make it up? No, I can't. This is why I show you my cards. You are the miracle, darling dear. It was an absolute miracle that you got out of the situation, poured away what no longer served you. And if they was sick before, if they was launching those hillbilly investigations before, baby, they're going to step it up, guys. Because what you've got coming towards you, darling dear, is a miracle, Aquarius energy. We also have the Tower card on its face. It's been slow in the making. This is why I said, you feel as though the new you, the true you, the one that's stepping forward, is taking its time now, babe. You are evolving on a daily basis. But you have to clear up the wounds that have not 100% healed. Some of you may say, oh, I healed years ago, but why? If that's the case, why are you still watching tarot? Why are you still seeking guidance? The only person you need to be true to, darling dear, is yourself and Father God. And you better tell the truth to God, mate. Yay! Look at the ones that didn't tell the truth. Base of the deck, darling dear. Trust in the Most High. You are the baddest cat. My Bugatti big cat. You are secure. You've got your common sense. Yes, baby, your flip-flop. Yeah, Some of you are in a position where you can share your testimony as a survival kit for other big cats coming up. This is also a new home, a new job. It could be a business. Pentacles in the upright is Pentacles in the upright. Moving away from a situation that was never going to change. You left them in the mire with the Flintstone ways. 174 in the chat. Namaste, big cat. Please hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe and share, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I'm coming through again. Karen Ballard, fist bump. Glad you could pop in there. You understood that if you take up this journey, this task again, the one where they tried to keep you stuck, this person wasn't sorry. This person was active in doing a lot of F shit, right? And guess what? It wasn't only F shit, it was point A and point B, guys. To keep you stuck on them. To make you feel as though you can't be any bigger or better than you were. It was all good. Playing those toxic games. It would have gone on forever. 8 of Pentacles plus the Capricorn, the Devil card. It would have gone on forever. That toxicity, you feeling in a cage, being put upon or set upon by wicked, low-vibing mother foes from the pits. I told you, the pits or the crevice of the devil's balls. This person would have kept you bound. Taken this focus would have been on them and their shenanigans. And you know it, Queen of Cups. So what are you looking back at? As you clutch your flowers that you gave to yourself. Somebody bought themselves flowers today. That's nice. It's nice. What do you see when you look back? Something that you definitely had to leave behind. The Ace of Cups. There was no new beginning. There was nothing but roadblocks and obstacles. This is tears, blood, pallbearing, crying all of the time. Destabilized home. This also speaks about some of you may even have lost a pregnancy in this situation because of the F shit that this person with the Tree of Life in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse caused you. I've told you this so many times, my dear big cat. Get around the wrong sort, right? And you end up with all sorts of things happening to you. They've got the bad luck. I didn't realize how thirsty I was until I drank this. They're thirsty, mate. Listen, you know when when you're thirsty till it look like you use chalk dust, yeah, for toothbrush, yeah, and toothpaste. That's how they are as they look back at your shit. They're looking at your shit, and you're looking at what you didn't dodge a bullet to become the Queen or King of Peace. You dodged a rocket launcher. Matrix style. Because you understood the assignment, darling dears. Once your eyes get to tracking, your feet will get to walking, darling dears. It's not good for a big cat to be around those that they have to track with their eyes. All sorts of what? Dis-ease turn up and Brock pocketus. You're looking back at all the heartbreak, the betrayal, the sadness, the grief, the loss that was perpetrated on you, darling. The Libra energy is going to be balanced out. Know this. What else are you looking back at? Jesus, can't you see anything else? What about over to the left or to the right? When you look back down that dark, shoddy path, mate. You want to do it again. 1, 2, skip to my loo. The other way. What else are you seeing? Come on, cards. Is it because you want... Oh, listen. Look what fell off the top of the cards. You mastered something, darling dear. This is about gathering information. You know exactly what you was dealing with. The King of Swords is somebody who's stoic, darling dear. They can afford to be. Why? They've got all of the intel. They know what's going on, and you will actively act on any advice. This also speaks about what the King of Swords is: justice, legal situation. Some of you are thinking about taking legal action against them because I told you these bottom feeders. They don't understand that they can get a habeas corpus in what? The civil court. And if they're not sure, pardon me, that was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth, roof. Pinkies up. If they're not sure, go and check on the Cardi B and Tasha K. The $3.8 skrillion that Tasha K has to pay Cardi B because she said, oh my God. I know it's a sidetrack, but I went back and saw some of the things that Tasha K said. And then backed it up with I've got a team. The team looked like they was working for Cardi B as well, blood. That's a fact. Listen. The intel that you've discovered, darling dear, the King of Swords also speaks about God, divine downloads that you've got. You can blow up their whole shiznai. But you have to realize that you are Bugatti, big cat. You have to realize you are in the driver's seat. Knowledge is power. Better to keep it under your hat, eh? But if they force you to take action, you're coming through as the King of Swords. If you think the Queen of Swords is a bad bitch, oh garçon, the King of Swords who plan your downfall all the way to the end, including who was on the way crying with you until they let go of your hand and left you to it. The King of Swords is, listen, you're so serious about this situation in the past, darling dear, the tower moments that you lived through, that you had to change. As I said, it looks like sudden change to them from the nosebleed section with the plastic seats. But it took time. It takes time to get to be the king or queen. It took time for you to master something that they didn't believe you'd be able to manage. But you hit it like what? Lightning striking a tower, darling dears. Why? You've been gifted with the knowledge. And what? That curiosity bug. As you learned and gathered one thing, it led to another and another and another. And look, here you be. Bugatti. Yes, baby, you're looking back at the no love in a situation where you was not loved, you was not respected. If you was the wife, listen, that cup had to be turned over a long time, mate. This was a road straight to coffin season, blood. And you would have been in the double wide, looking at their crack for all eternity. Possibly been your fate to come back and haunt them and see them what? Doing another chicken head on your bed. All them kind of things. Betrayal, darling dear. Heartbreak, loss, blocking your creativities. You had a choice. Either you crumble or you be the baddest cat in your field. You chose baddest cat. Look. And that shit's working. Hey! Because you are what? Single and free as a bird. You know your worth, darling dear. The 9 of Peace always goes up to the Queen of Peace. Divine wanted you to see the Queen first to realize that even though you feel as though you're standing still or your things are not popping off the way it's supposed to, baby, you're going to 12 of Peace. There's not even a 12 of peace, blood. It's going to exceed your wildest dreams. You are drama free, darling dear. You're about to be recognized as a master crafts person in your field. This also speaks about future marriage or long-term partnerships, whether business or romantic call. You're about to be blessed with your like-minded soul, darling dear. Some of you will be true love's first kiss. Some of it will be what? Platonic love's first kiss. But whatever that situation is, it's going to be exactly fortuitous and beneficial to you to move forward or continue moving forward from this betrayal. Underneath that is the Chariot, quick starting in a hurry, and it also speaks about success. And the Chariot card also speaks about war, the Cancer energy. They want a war on you. Are they mad blood? Are they mad blood? Jesus, they need to go and get themselves a Jiminy Cricket and tell them, don't do it, Miss Seeley. Don't do it, Miss Seeley. This is the baddest bitch. Death to all marauders, darling dear, one way or the other. Because I told you you're coming through with the King of Swords kind of energy. Where's the king gone? I tried to find the king and look what I got. The truth roof. Listen. Remember what I said, darling dears. Worry not. Psalms 91:7. You'll see them fall to the left, you will see them fall to the right, but you will go on. Come through Celine Dion. Push, clap, love it. Having what? 222 in the chat. What's that? The energy of the High Priestess tripled up, darling dear. And what's a triple? The 3. Empress energy. Right. Divine feminine. Whether you are masculine or feminine, this is what you're embodying. They're going to see you go into partnerships, contracts, get accolades, being praised and recognized with all of your sandwiches in your lunchbox. That's your common sense, blood. That's just another English terminology. The back of my neck just started itching, mate. They're coming in, mate, to come breathe down your neck with their what? Air bending ways, blood. I told you they need a donation and it's not working over in that corner. Whatever's going on, it's coming in fast, hot, and swift. They may even try and message you. Because you listen, 2 different decks. That star, you've got that what? That spiritual glow. And the WAP. They're thinking about you naked. Bottom feeder. Right? What did I say? Captain of the spying squad, Sputnik, is looking at you as you continue to be curious about life. Some of them are seeing you as what? As studious. Busy studying this and that. Yes, as they watch, as a page. Puh. I told you how I feel about pages. We're not talking about the progenies. We're talking about their attitude, darling dear. They're a page, blood. You're the Queen of Pentacles. 2 divine feminine energies came out as well. Are you mad blood, bros? No, listen. I feel indignant. Bugatti, big cat. Give me a cat. What's this? Scorpio energy. You've changed your face in this world. This is the rebirth of you. Law 25 of the 48 laws of power, my darling dears. While they stayed codependent and they need a penny or 2, darling dear. They're looking for a donation. They are also a come-up king or queen. They need the energies of others. This snake must meet your what? Shapely back. Let them stay where they are. Don't take them with you. They want to reap off the benefits that you got by the sweat of your proverbial balls. Some of you just locked into the situation because you had to get away from the heartbreak in your chakra blood, in your heart chakra blood. You had to get rid of it, so you had to take your focus away. And now they want to come and what? Do the backstroke through your pocketbook, your handbag, and your good seat of emperors and empresses. They're looking for a cum bucket, what? An orifice to be a safe haven for a soul tie. And they've got an illness on them. One that will have them possibly all around them. Somebody's going to be singing, singing with the fairies. Base of the deck, toxic to the core. And they are attracting what they truly deserve. Don't let it be you, big cat. They never deserved you. You was always Bugatti Veyron Big Cat. Not from this deck yet. Ace of this deck. They're clueless, blood. Them clueless. That means stupid, stupid. CHEWPID. They're clueless of who you truly are. They was clueless of who you were when you was there, when you didn't know who you was. But they wasn't clueless of what? Taking your hairline. They took it confidently, right? And they're a low budget bitch. Or bastardo. Or a Mitch bitch or a bitch Mitch. Low budget, guys. I told you they're living a Flintstone life. I know Fred and his wife are happy, but they ain't Fred and Fred. They're not Fred. They've got the bare-faced effrontery, darling dear, to come forward and try and approach the throne, to touch your hem, to get rejuvenation with their secrets within secrets. They would make Smeagol vomit in his mouth. They better keep them precious ones to themselves. What else? Your loyalty? What about your loyalty? Your loyalty comes with the jackpot, blood. I told you, Bugatti life for you. Whatever that Bugatti is for you. Continue to dream big because they got that spotlight, the searchlight of Sputnik on you. I told you, spotlight also represents the what star card. You're about to step it up. Whatever you've been working towards, darling, still continue to focus and be diligent. You have to be. Because of what? Proverbs 12:24. You're a hustler, baby. I told you this many times. 233 in the chat. Namaste, big cats. If you're enjoying the read, please hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I'm in the Tarot streets again, because Big Cat has no schedule. I like to turn up on you. See what's going on. Making sure everything's still copacetic. Told you I'm your best friend. I am not your jailer. I don't come here to what pick on anyone. I'm a pointer. Always have been. Always will be. What's this? Gratitude? Rebirth? Then don't. Someone don't want me to talk, but I'm obstreperous. I love that word. I'll be using it for a while to come. They played possum in your life, and you're going for a rebirth. Because you was grateful, because you still had a life. The life they tried to make you feel was less than, when you was the whole power grid. My Bugatti, Big Cat. You're blessed and highly favored. And guess what you're about to be blessed? Look who's speaking of, the X Factor that played possum in your life. They only saw you as a Samaritan, a giver. They've got nothing new to tell you, darling dear. It's old shit they want to rehash. Why? Because you're about to be blessed with what? True love's first kiss, whether romantical or platonic, darling dear. Either way, either is going to be beneficial to you on your journey towards the true change that you deserve, darling dear. And I don't mean loose change. I'm talking about change, new beginnings. Love it. Oh, I just picked it up. The ex wants to come and tell you something. What in Hades is going on here? Who let them out? Are they on day release? Are they on day release? Do they have papers? Have they spoken to their partner in crime? That bottom bitch. Hey, or bottom garçon. Have they spoken to them? Who authorized this contact? Because it wasn't from God. God is like, who? They answered the call. They said, God don't know nothing about this. Hey. As they continue to envy your Skrilla.com, my big jackpot, Bugatti, Veyron, Big Cat. Stand in your feminine power, yeah? Cat. What else? They've got so much cheek. Let me just get one of these decks, or maybe I'll get two. Let's see. They're a certified ass kicker and gift wrap shit. They're coming to kick your ass, mate. One way or the other. Kick you right into that coffin. I told you, the one with where you'll be looking at the crack. Hate from the gate, darling dears. What's this? And it fell past me. Is it just the two? Right. Oh. They've got a past of criminal violence, darling dear. They like to dish out a two-piece, or they've held up the convenience store. They've got all sorts that they did not tell you about. They came like this. Ear hustling. I was touched and molested as a child. Many of us were. But we didn't go out and abuse anyone else, did we? So your face must be like this when they turn up. Blank blood, blank. Possibly with the dark glass with the mirrored lens. So they can speak to themselves, because you ain't listening, blood. They're going to come at you in a situation where you can't tell them to F off in a loud voice. Right? What's this? Whomsoever they're with, plastic surgery didn't solve their issues, mate. They did it on the wrong... Did they do plastic surgery on the brain? They need plastic surgery of the brain. We need some groundbreaking stuff for that. This person is what? In other words, and we'll put you right back there. Right? How did we get here? Are you kidding me, blood? It says here, how did we get here? It seems as they're putting a we in this shit. You didn't put no we in this shit, right? No family support, right? Betrayed by friends or lover, right? Overcame challenging times. Not everyone can go with you, and you're anointed. That's how you got here. That's how you got here. There's no we in this shit. Right? Somebody's going to need the DNA required. Why? Because they're about to give birth to Pennywise son or daughter. Yes, baby. What is this? A bottom-feeding, tree-sloughing, skilled liar who's an energy vampire, covert narcissist, disturbed child. We already saw I was touched as a child. And bipolar to boot. So you won't know who's coming round. One of the Sybil kind. You remember that show Sybil? That woman had about 150 personalities. And all of them hated her mother. That woman was wicked. Wicked. If you haven't seen Sybil, go and watch it. What's the name of the lady's name? Oh, it's on the tip of my lip. Burt Reynolds, Sally Fields plays Sybil. Yes. Something about Sally Fields. You need to go and watch that film. You might even see your mother in it. Right? Divine says you better trust your intuition, mate. Because that looks like what? A blood spatter to me. Don't meet them anywhere. I told you. We've seen the first 48. We've seen, right, Leah Golden and Trey King on YouTube. We've also seen that this is a dark future, and they've got much to lose. They possibly have an insurance policy on you if you're still in nuptials with this person, right? Your first thought about them is correct. Discernment is a must, right? Use your inner guidance. Danger, alert, move in silence, darling dears. Because they're nothing but a what? An attention whore, blood. Social climber, trying to get up into what you've co-created in the name of Father, God, Mother, Isis, while they laughed and cheered it up behind your back. Your back was turned because you was having the what? Your Bugatti engine slipped in by Father, God, Most High. They thought your back was turned because you was hunched over crying. Nah, blood, you was trying to get the bonnet over your new engine delivered to you by the Most High. What's the matter with them? Outrageous. One final card of this, and then we're going to come off this. Because we're what? We're at the 60. They're a bottom feeder, an opportunist, right? They've got the unsatisfied eyes, right? So leave the idiot amongst the villagers, right? They're a Klaus chaser and validated by other people's things and energies. What did I say? They want what you got, blood. But there is no love in this situation, only betrayal and heartbreak. Remember what you went through with them in the past. How they humiliated you and shamed you. How they downgraded you, made you feel like you was nothing. Now it's got me sucking my 31 teeth again. I need a good teeth sucker around here. Some of that, Because listen, there's nothing like when a Jamaican person sucking their teeth, blood. You feel like they're chafing off your skin, and it's so loud. They're realizing that you're irreplaceable. I thunk any broad or dude could replace you. You showed true love, and I took it for granted. Well, that's their business, blood. They're a tree sloth, yeah, with yarn for hair. You could have a tree sloth stalking you for 6 years, and you'd never know. They're too busy moving slowly, right? Getting the algae in their fur. I lie to everyone about what really happened between them. Them lie, and they're airbender. Fagin of the truth. They come with the cognitive dissonance, but only for the feeble-minded. Let's get a final message. My Bugatti Big Cat. I found the Moonology cards. They was right in front of me. But I put them in a different tray. The devil is a liar. The DNA, darling, yeah. Somebody's going to prison. And they're a repeat offender. Didn't take them back. I didn't even notice that on the back. Oh! It's even a different card. Arrested for DV. They're trying to come and punch you in your face. They want to punch you in your face or stop your airways or stick you up with a blade. Yes, baby. They're going to do all of this and that. What did I say? Your true love's first kiss, whether romantical or platonic, is coming through. You see the scales, Libra energy, new moon. Time for what? Aligning with your intention, setting your intention. What's this? A time for healing. This person ain't healed. I told you they're coming from the crevice of the devil's balls. And then broke. Right? Then broke. No, they're really broke. Hey! Listen, broke and confused. And looking at what you've co-created. What else? What's this? They've got no change whatsoever in the upright. Powerful changes. No change. They are in what? Opportunist mode. This is fight, flight, or freeze. They will tell you the grass is bluey green just to get you in their snare. And you better not meditate and contemplate anything they say. It's fishy, blood. It's fishy. Base of the deck. What do you need to release? Them, blood. Once and for all times. Strike your name from any tone they was in, because you saw. If you got pictures with them, get rid of that shit. It's you and a snake. And energy is everything. If they're trying to manifest you back, they're looking at the same pictures, trying to pull you in. Instant block and delete. Delete that shit. Delete all that shit. What's this? Final card. Be bold and make the first move. Cancer energy, darling. Just move towards what you want. Not what you need. What you need got you at hockey sticks at dawn. And with a pitchy-patchy hairline, a reverse friar tuck. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to Teesprings, Todd love to Patreon, or simply come back here, because I will be. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Big cat, don't smoke yourself. It's so unbecoming of the big cat. They're spying on your what? Your Bugatti life, darling dear. When they didn't even see nothing that went on in the background. Those what? Samaritans that were sent in to point you on the right way. Some of them were sent in to what? Break your heart again. To make you realize you've got to stand alone and be the baddest cat. Once you stand alone and go within, get the knowledge, darling dears. Because knowledge is power. And power is power. They're spying on your Bugatti life. With their Flintstone ways, they haven't changed. You saw the dark moon over everything. A black moon, come on. They come with the spell work, the fucking ease, blood. And you don't need it. You don't need it. Get away with that. You've already told them many times to fetch the black bags. Make sure that you've got some on hand, just in case they try to swing by with some subterfuge and bull swanky to drag you back to the crevice of the devil's balls, where they hang out. from the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. This how you walk away?